video to face to face. When you rub shoulders with somebody, what does that mean? There's a saying about, does anybody have skin in the game? You know, do they have skin in the game? You know, if they don't have any skin in the game, then it don't mean nothing to them. There's got to be some skin in the game. Let's say you start an Airbnb and you rent out a space. The people renting don't really have any skin in the game. You do. You do all that work. You start a business and you got the skin in the game, the blood, sweat, and tears. They don't have any skin in the game. Hello? They don't have any skin in the game. So when you rub shoulders, where the rubber meets the road, right? Where the rubber meets the road. Where the rubber meets the road. That's where it happens. Rubbing shoulders. The word rub is rubber. It goes back to traffic. When you're going down the highway in traffic, you got one person going one way and the other one going the other way, and you have to rub shoulders, right? And when you rub, it rubs off the skin, right? Skin in the game. If nobody has skin in the game, they're probably not going to stick around. They're not going to see the benefit of it. In other words, let's say you bought a house, worked hard, worked 2 or 3 jobs, paid it off. You get married to somebody and they just jump in. They didn't have any responsibility and they jump in and don't know all the work you did and all the effort and or they've never had their own, and they're greenhorns to life. Because they've been protected by somebody, their mama or their daddy or somebody protected them, and they just jump in. They don't have any skin in the game. They don't have any understanding. You hire somebody, you build a business up or whatever, and they don't know what you've been through to start that business. They come in and expect it to be all about them, when really you started the business. It's not even about them. It's about you running the business for serving other people. And serving others is really what it's at, where it's at. If a person can grab hold of the fact that to serve one another is what this whole life is about, marriages would be better, businesses would be better, communities, governments. If everybody was serving everybody else with a happy spirit. Yeah, I'm here to serve. Somebody sometimes will ask me to do something at work. Can you help me do this? I say, yeah, I'm here to serve. They look at me kind of funny. And I'm serious as a heart attack, you know. I'm here to serve. They think I'm joking. I'm serious as a heart attack. Sometimes I say it in a joking way, but I'm as serious as all get out. As serious as a heart attack. So when you learn to serve one another, let's say you go to somebody's domicile, and they need some help, and you help them do something. Open a window, fix a door, fix a lock, fix this, do this. You're there to serve, to make their life better, easier. And sometimes it gets reciprocated. Sometimes it never gets reciprocated, but that doesn't matter. That's not on you. Your job is to do what you're supposed to do as a spiritual being. And here's the problem. In order to shift from a 3D mindset to a 5D, from the natural mind to the spirit mind, you have to start thinking in the 5D, the spirit mind. What are the overarching principles? There's no scarcity. That's a lie. Scarcity is a lie. There's no selfishness down here. If you want to be selfish, you're going to destroy yourself. Actually, the self doesn't really exist. If you're selfish, you're in delusion. The self never existed, because in Him we live and breathe and have our being. There's no self. There's no self. Now, the people who are walking around in self, they're miserable. And they're vampires, and they won't loose off of you, and they're just going to be psychic vampires. They're never going to give back. They're never going to put in. They're just going to take. And it takes people a long time to learn it. I know it took me a long time, but when I finally learned it, when I learned it is when I started an online business selling books online, and I had somebody helping me, and I was paying them every week, and they were helping me make money, and I was helping them. And so when you realize it's a win-win situation, and certain acts and behaviors you do to run a business affect the sales of that business, If you act right, you get good results. If you act left or wrong, you get bad results. It's not about rule-based living. It's about acting right. You should know how to act. Acting right is where it's at. You gotta learn how to act right. Act right, speak right, think right, get your heart right. And so when the heart's right, everything else is right. Your mind, your heart, your actions, your will, your intellect. It's all right. Everything is right.